All right, we're live.
Hey.
All right, this is going to be an interesting one. This is one of the rare occasions where we're having a show where I don't know the guest that well. This is a friend of Rob Adams, so I blame him if things don't go well. So, Scott, you're on the hot seat. I'm only kidding. Listen,
It's
Scott
fun.
Mastel, right? Mastel.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's good to have you, Scott. And this is the thing. This is a very rare thing where the guy on the show had to do some homework before coming on. He's never listened to the podcast. I'm a little disappointed about that. So Rob, again, is disappointing me a little bit, but we'll get over it. It's okay. Rob is going to take the lead a lot on this show because he knows Scott. They're friends. They're both from the same area, right? Same city, kind of.
Same city. Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Travis? A bunch of guys are coming in. Usually we don't start for a little. We'll give it a minute or two. More people are starting to come in, man. And the chat is cooking right now. People messaging and stuff. Definitely like the video. That way it gets out there a little bit, but we're going to have fun. And Scott, you do really good stuff, man. You really do. You do some really interesting stuff. Little much different than I do. But I will say this. I did learn in your little pre-interview, for how we want to call a little green room pre-interview. We were having a lot of fun. That you are, a Canadian military veteran. You are a tank driver. And for someone who was, drove around Leopard 2s and Leopard 1s and all those tanks during the operations over there in the Middle East, you did not send one picture of a tank. It's all sci-fi, which is fun, though. I like that because it mixes it up a little bit. We have car guys, we got armor guys, we got plane guys. And it's always good to get the sci-fi guys. And what's up, Mad Genius? A bunch of guys are coming in. I don't have my glasses on. Corian's in here. I see Jet's in here right now. Travis. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. So we're doing pretty good. More people are coming in right now. All right. So listen, Scott, as people are coming in, we're just going to do we pre-interviewed you. So I kind of know your answers, kind of, sort of. So
sure.
Let's see, just give
ACDC. ACDC. That's how you do answers.
ACDC? Is that what
on a bubble test.
ACDC.
When you're doing a fucking bubble test?
I do.
Yeah. You just do ACDC and you almost always pass.
Oh, multiple choice.
See, this is Rob. Okay. I understand that, but that's the difference between you and me. I don't want to just pass. I want to do well.
Okay.
Right? Like you're the type of guy where it's like
just slide on through, man.
Do you want the guy that's going to do the brain surgery on you who just passed medical school, or do you want the guy who's at the top of his class? Right now, like I'm a little worried about you.
Depends how much it costs, I guess.
What, brain surgery?
Yeah, how much
risk? Doc, I need surgery. What do you? How much?
You can't mess my brain up much more than I already have. So
this week we're having 50% off all brain surgeries. I'm in. When can I come in? So hold on. So Scott, just give a little background about yourself. Not don't go back to first grade here. Just talk about yourself as a person a little bit, where you're from and how you got into the hobby and what you like to build, and we'll take it from there.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm from Southern Alberta, and I'm a mental health therapist. And prior to that work, I served in the Canadian Forces in Afghanistan, drove tanks. Pretty kind of eclectic background with my model building. I like a little bit of everything. I think it all kind of started when I was probably 10 years old or so. And, I noticed a lot of toys didn't have the detail that I wanted. And, the way to have the best kind of toys was to get the models, right? And buying lots of Star Trek and Star Wars models so that I could have the toy that actually looked like it is supposed to look. I think that's kind of how I got into it at the beginning. My dad's really big into flight. He was a hang glider, skydiver, and he really liked planes and jets. And we built I think it was probably an F4 Phantom when I was maybe 12, and that was kind of one of the first ones that I built. So the sci-fi stuff has always been a big pull for me. I definitely, when I started just really building on my own, it was a lot of Star Trek and Star Wars, and they were just sort of slapped together so I could fly.
So which one's better, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oh, don't make me ask that.
Dude, we don't need to have problems tonight.
I don't know what the answer should be.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Geordie LaForge.
That's awesome. Well, you're a Next Gen fan, or you a Star Trek fan in general? That's the question.
Yeah, Next Gen was that's what I grew up with for sure, and I have appreciation for the old stuff as well. I really do like them all. I just got a 3D printer and I just been going crazy with like everything. So
You 3D printed?
yeah, I've 3D printed like all the phasers from all the series, and they're all on my desk at work.
Don't tell anybody you're a geek without telling anybody you're a geek.
Yeah.
You're very geeky. It's awesome though. We're all geeks for God's sake here. That's what it's
We
about.
build
That's
fucking
awesome.
models, for God's sakes.
That's what I'm talking about. We're all geeks in some way or another. Listen, everybody's got similar backgrounds. People get in the hobby. A lot of their fathers, like my dad, was really into like HO scale trains. And my father was always working on some, like he always had like this train set, like this huge thing in my basement. Like the guy was building this huge train setup, and he never ran the trains. He just was building it the whole time. The guy died before he could ever run a train. You know, so I felt bad for the guy, but that's awesome. Like you build planes with your dad and stuff. That's what it's about, man. That's how you get into it, you know?
Yeah, and so I build with my son now, you know, here and there, and he's you know, it's a little more finicky with his interests, what he enjoys, but there's there's something for everyone in this hobby.
Yeah.
That's the cool part.
Scale modeling, there's so much, it's so diverse in the stuff that you can do between armor, planes, the sci-fi genre alone has got so many different aspects of it, right, Rob? I mean, I think it's Gundam is getting so big. Is it even considered sci-fi anymore, Gundam? I don't know.
I would consider it sci-fi.
Right, but it's like they got their own category now. It shows. It's not like it's like the sci-fi category. Oh, Gundam's
yeah, actually, I changed that at our next show because they always just lumped Gundam in with the sci-fi.
That's what I mean, though. Like,
and I'm like, no, we're not doing that this year because that's why they don't show up.
Right, but that's the thing, though, because Gundams have like their own categories. So in a way, it seems like it's kind of different than just sci-fi. Like, there's the Star Wars plane, you know, an X-wing next to, you know, the Enterprise or something on the table, or a Battlestar Galactica ship or whatever the hell they're called. All in the same little thing. I don't know what other Battlestar Galactica. I can't remember. What were those ships called?
I think it's
the Vipers.
Oh, the Vipers.
There you go, Scott. You are a geek. I love it. You know all this shit. I can't even tell you. All I know is I remember what they look like. You know, I just always remember the last episode of Battlestar Galactica,
Right.
when he gets out, they're in the ship, and then they go down, and all of a sudden there's the Apollo 11 thing, right? Right, Frankie? The last episode of Battlestar Galactica doesn't Apollo 11, one of the Apollo missions, or one of the Earth missions,
there's something flying by
on the thing, so it gives you a time frame of when that stuff was going on. I don't know, anybody in the chat can tell me. Listen, we got over 34 people right now. This is awesome. Yeah, no, that's great, Scott. And how old's your son?
13. And
he's getting bigger. Okay.
Yeah, we do karate together.
I know we told you you're a black belt now too. I don't want you to kick my ass for making fun of you. Like, you know,
not only that, but he broke his, what was it, your leg or something? Your leg
I injured my knee at a tournament. Tore some tendons, but it's almost 100% back. Yeah.
Did Johnny do like till Daniel where he grabs his leg and like
sweep the leg? Sweep the leg.
Someone did the sweep the leg.
They swept your leg, those bastards, man. Well, as a karate guy, before we get into the actual thing, I gotta ask this. I did ask this before. How does a guy like Daniel LaRusso, who only like studied karate for like 2 or 3 months, how does he beat some bunch of kids that are like 5th degree black belts, been studying since they're like 4 years old, or some sensei, and he's beating them all? Is that possible? Can that happen? Can I be a prodigy? Can I take it on right now in like 3 months? Come over there.
It's within you. It's what's right here.
All right, man. I think it's right there. Yeah. All right, so enough joking around. We're gonna get we usually go about 90 minutes.
Sure.
So depending on how fun we're having, and as attentive as my organizational guy up there, Frankie Donati, he's on his phone looking at Pornhub again. Frank, you already got your letter from HR telling you to refrain from going on any sites that are not approved. Pornhub is not approved. So please, Frank, be on your best behavior.
Who's Wombat Wad?
What is Wombat saying?
Look at it. Watching on my TV, you guys are made for radio.
And tell us something we don't know.
Bro, man, I'm putting on weight again, man. I'm getting chubby. I told my wife today, I was like, wow.
What do you mean getting?
I'm getting larger, Leo. So I said to Debbie, we're eating dinner, and I'm like, wow, I'm really getting fat again. She's like, why you say that for? I go, because when I'm sitting here with my hands are on top of my belly, like resting. Like they're not like now I can rest my hands on top of my belly again. So you're getting fat when that's happening, and not to mention it's like really tight against the table. Help me out, Frank. Well, I'm dying here.
Dude, I got no help for you. Every time you freaking get on your phone on the thing, it's like,
Ah,
holy
yeah,
shit,
man,
right?
it's bad. Listen, you know what?
Chin
Listen,
after chin after
it's
chin.
good
There's
to
rippling
listen.
going on.
This is off topic, Scott. I feel bad. He's saying, "What are we talking about?" But we try to keep it
Oh, it's
level
fucking
here.
Watico. Okay.
Fucking Watico, man. Frank, I told you to vet this group a little bit better. How is Scott Watico sneaking behind security, getting into this chat room tonight? Aren't we supposed to have
He's
vetting?
on steroids riding that motorcycle around. I'm intimidated by him now.
Well, anyway, listen. All joking aside, we're glad to have you, Scott. We're gonna have fun tonight. So I want to see you work. I see he's got the little one-up nice arcade machine back there. Terminator Salvation was it Terminator Judgment Day?
That's
over there.
yeah, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Yeah,
Look,
you bet.
Quick question. Here we go. Before we start, because you know your shit. We just did a sci-fi episode on the Insanity, which you don't listen to. Maybe you should listen. You might get a little insightful for you when it comes to sci-fi movies. Especially you can hear my opinions on sci-fi movies.
Shut up.
I
Stop
know a lot
promoting
about it.
stuff that's not even to do with models, asshole.
No, this is sci-fi, Rob.
Yeah,
Quick
but we're
question.
talking about
What's
models.
a better movie, Terminator or Terminator 2?
Oh, jeez. Not
What
this
do you
one
like
again.
better? Different. They're different types of movies.
Well, I saw Terminator 2 first.
Okay.
And, that's where I fell in love with it, right? And then it wasn't until later on where I had the appreciation for Terminator 1, especially in regard to the practical effects, the stop motion animation. I think that's just brilliant. I love it, right? So the first one, is it a sci-fi? Is it a horror movie?
There you go. I knew it. I knew we were going to get along.
I mean, I want to lean to that one, right? Terminator 1.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, at that time period, I was a little young for that, right? But
yeah, Terminator 1, definitely horror elements. I told this. I describe it. See, we're already off to a
I
great
can't believe it. Okay, that's interesting that he actually said that.
I love
too,
them both, but
I don't consider it a horror movie whatsoever.
Because you're not a movie, Rob. You are not like diverse with your movies. You're just not. Just worry about growing your fucking bushes where you bought in your house. You're farmer Rob. You're not like Siskel and Ebert Rob.
I'm also barbecue Rob, model
that too.
builder Rob.
You smoke a good.
Hold on.
meat.
Bodybuilder Rob now?
No. Well, I'm going to the gym, but not.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah. He's looking good. Rob's looking good. All right. So Frankie, let's go. Let's throw some. They're already leaving right now. We're talking.
All right.
So what do we got here, Scott? What are we looking at here?
Yeah. So this is a combination of both resin and 3D prints. Okay. So the very top weapon that you see there is the phase plasma rifle in the 40 watt range.
That's what it is.
Absolutely. That was a 3D print, and this was before I had a 3D printer, and I actually traded, I think, a bottle of whiskey and some of the hot sauce that I made for that kit. And it was really fun to put together and weather up. And you know what, if I make another one, I would like to put some lights and sound in it. That would be really cool.
Okay.
These are all life size, right?
Yeah, these are well, like the
1-to-1 scale.
The rifle is supposed to be 1-to-1 scale, but when you look at the handles, it looks pretty small. It's big in person, but compared to those blasters, it looks a little small, doesn't it? The rest are 1-to-1 scale.
So that's Han's pistol right on the right.
Yeah, so that's Han Solo's blaster. That's a resin kit.
Okay.
Yeah, the handle was fun to paint. I should have done another picture getting up close to the handle to highlight the wood grain paint effect that I put on there. I'm really kind of proud of that one. Nice. The other two blasters are from Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Deckard's blaster.
Deckard's, yeah.
Yeah, and you can see, if you look closely, you'll see two red LED lights on there, and there is another red LED just below. So there's 5 in total, and that kit was a nightmare to solder and make that little circuit in there, because in such a small little cluster, it's easy for it to short out, right? So once I finally had space between all the wire, I dumped a bunch of hot glue into there to insulate it all, and then it worked out well. The translucent handles are my favorite. I think that's just really fun. And then, of course, to the left of it, it's another resin kit, and that is from Blade Runner 2049. So that's the one that Ryan Gosling.
That's what Ryan Gosling was using. All right.
That's right, Officer K. Yeah. And so what's neat about this one is, it's all solid resin, and there's actually a magnetic hatch on the top that I can lift open that I dremeled out a cavity. and lots of drilling to get those LEDs in there. So there's 2 LEDs in that one, and it just was a whole lot of drilling and dremeling to
So
make
it's all cast resin, solid cast.
It's all solid cast resin. Yeah, it was a number of pieces. I don't know how many pieces, maybe 15 or something. But if you look closely at the handle, you'll notice that it's carbon fiber. And so when I got this kit, because it was all just solid resin, I asked the question, how am I going to paint carbon fiber? How am I going to achieve that, right? And I went to the local hobby store here, Avalon Hobbies, and I noticed they had those vinyl sheets, sticker sheets for RC cars of carbon fiber.
Interesting.
And so that's what I used there. So it took forever trying to cut out the right shape using a heat gun, and I was eventually able to get a wrap on there to really convey that carbon fiber.
Yeah, that must have taken a while.
I got it.
Yeah.
Frankie, we got to do this in a minute. That's definitely the best carbon fiber work I've ever seen done on something.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Yeah.
thanks. Thanks.
I'm saying that because Rob Adams did his carbon fiber on his motorcycle. I wanted to see his response. You did a good job.
Thanks.
Definitely
And-
better than Rob Adams, that's for sure.
And if you look to the left of that blaster, you'll see a little wooden horse. And if you're
David Keller said that. Is that
not
Pokey?
Pokey, yeah.
Yeah, Dave is right. I saw Dave put that up. Pokey. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Who's Pokey?
Pokey's from Gumby.
From Gumby.
Yeah, damn it.
Oh, Gumby Pokey. Listen, man.
Right. So the horse there is actually a 3D print, but that's put right beside that pistol on purpose because that was Ryan Gosling's little wooden horse from the movie Blade Runner 2049.
Right.
Yep.
It played a key role in that film, right? So it's a 3D print, and I painted it to look like it's wood. If you look at it up close, it's got a nice grain effect on it. But I like those little details. I'm a huge Blade Runner fan.
What are you using?
That's really cool.
How you doing your wood grain?
It's lots of different layers of browns, and then
like oil paints. Are you using oils or?
I have, yeah. I really, you know what? I think every time I've done it, I have the colors in mind, and I mean, I've done a mix of acrylics and oil. So the layering, I mean, like anything, right? It's layers and layers, and then the final pieces are the really thin black lines, small, brush strokes to achieve that effect. But
really cool, man. And I like that you're like, you especially like with Blade Runner, like you love the movies and you're doing the props for it, and it's excellent. It's awesome. And you're 3D printing it, right? Is it one piece 3D prints or is it multiple pieces?
Well, just the horse is 3D printed.
The guns are okay.
Yeah.
Everything else is cast resin.
Cast resin.
Yeah, the rifle and the horse are the only thing that is 3D printed, I think, in all the pictures that I've sent you.
Those things must weigh almost as much as the real fucking thing.
Yeah, they're heavy. Yeah, they feel great in hand. Absolutely.
So are you pinning the parts together and shit, or are you just using a box?
No, for the most part, they're pretty much just glue, and I've used a variety of different glues for these. I'm not too fussy when it comes to those adhesives because I'm not like running around doing a whole lot of cosplay with these things. Yeah.
Are these under the Canadian buyback program right now?
Oh yeah, it's all don't tell.
All of it's prohibited, man.
But even though here's my Decker flat, gun from Blade Runner. Here's Han Solo's pistol. Christ, well, Han Solo's looks like a real they all look like they could be real guns, to be honest.
Based on an old Mauser or something, right?
Something like that. Yeah,
something
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And with the dry brushing and everything else to get that rubbed away metal,
the
rubbed away paint feel to it. I think the effect works okay.
Yeah, the guys in the chat are really loving it. They're digging it. This is really cool, man. Really, really cool. Cool stuff, man. And like you said, it's different. It's a different part of the hobby.
Speaking of solder and lights, when you saw his mugshot, that picture was taken by me in my original model studio, if you could call it that. We were trying to figure out a way to light up the BR-52 train.
I was like, when you sent them that, I was like, you know what? I'm just putting this on the thumbnail.
Well, that was
Well, no, well, usually it's a headshot, Rob.
I know, but
but it was still nice.
I said, Scott, can I use this? And he's like, yeah.
So like, do you use do you have like a stand for these? Or they just lay them into you have them in a nice little stand?
They're in this case right here.
Oh, you sent the picture of that. Right. You sent the picture of that.
They're little acrylic stands that they sit in. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Pretty cool, man. Really cool, man. Frank, you know who's also
You got nameplates for them, or are you like, I already know what the fuck these are, so I don't need to.
Well, now that I've got a 3D printer, like all the phasers that I printed at work, I have them all. Like it'll be like Type 2 phaser from Star Trek: The Next Generation. So that's something that I'm just starting to do
I
now.
think
That I've got
when you
that.
say phaser, like I'm thinking about fanboys. Remember, he's like, "What do you got a phaser in your cabinet for?" It's like the suss out Trekkie losers like yourself. Get off our land. No, but well, I was going to ask him. Oh, Stu Malone, right? Didn't Stewart
did one. Stewart did a Mauser
like
also,
but he also was building the blaster, right? Like a stormtrooper blaster, wasn't he doing?
No, he did.
No?
What he did was he did a stand for it using the Imperial symbol, not the Imperial symbol, but the Alliance symbol there to put it on. So these look good.
Yeah.
Also,
Even
same thing.
my buddy Dave is saying it must have been fun to make. Yeah, man, it's definitely fun to make. That's
Right.
cool.
So I can show this real quick too. So this is the 3D print that I've just made, but this is like the Derringer.
You know, you're not supposed to 3D print guns, right?
This is a
Are we gonna get in
prop
trouble?
replica.
Actually, I don't know if we're allowed to hold them on
He
YouTube.
doesn't have metal firing pins. We're okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's it's just a 3D print, but this is from Blade Runner. This never made an appearance in the movie, but if they made it like a Derringer snub nose version of the Rick Deckard blaster, that's what this would be. So it's very small, as you can see. But what was neat though was that I 3D printed all the parts, of course, including the handles. But then because I wanted the handles to be translucent, I made a mold for the 3D print and then poured a resin that I tinted.
Really?
So get the translucent.
It's really cool. I mean, listen, they're futuristic guns and they look really cool. Like it's cool, man. It really is cool.
It's funny that they're based on something that is so not futuristic.
Right. Nah, but they are. I mean, it's really cool, and it's a really cool part of the hobby that a lot of people don't do. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't share their work, but the ones that do, you don't really see it that often. All right, Frankie, what do we got next?
Next, we got this puppy.
Yes. This is my kind of a surreal diorama of a space shuttle crashed on the moon.
Pretty cool, man.
Now
it's some up close pictures too. I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when we talk about the science of this, like, hey, could the shuttle have made it to the moon? Like, I don't think so, but I just was asking the question, like, if it did sort of just flop down on there, like if it didn't thunder in at speed and completely explode, but if it did some sort of a flop belly landing on the moon, what would it look like? And so this was, I built this shuttle, and then I basically took a Dremel to it and added in a lot of the debris, a lot of what those, where you see the wing broke off, those are bits of wire and paper clip. And in the cockpit, I used the mechanism or the circuit from a tea light. So I'd get that flicker.
Yeah.
So when it's on display, when you turn it on, that's like the light is just sort of like fading in and out on there, like if it had the last remnants of power before it conked out.
What kit is this a kit?
Well, the space shuttle was a kit. The rest is a scratch build.
Okay, so the base kit is what?
The base kit is scratch. So I actually used drywall mud to make.
No. The kit. The kit,
like the shuttle. Like what's the you scratch build? Was it AMT or something?
It may have been AMT. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could remember the kit that was from, but it was just your basic shuttle kit.
Did it come with that fuel thing or whatever's in the middle there? Or
yes, you could have the bay doors open and see the
that's a what do you call? Isn't that a satellite? No,
I don't know what it is. Fuck.
No, it's probably a satellite. Because you can see the remnants of the Canada arm kind of hanging out the side there. I made sure I wanted to include that.
Yeah, it looks just like
you didn't get close to the blood splatter on the window though.
Yeah, that poor shuttle got effed up, man. That's like Apollo 18.
Yeah, someone was like blown out. So just to make sure that this wasn't in poor taste, I made it shuttle Discovery. I didn't want to make it any of the shuttles, of course, that were unfortunately lost. So I know this shuttle is in a museum right now. And so this is a alternate universe of, if it
Let's
somehow
crash the one shuttle that never had anything happen to. Let's fuck that one up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. 'cause
I'm not
I
laughing
thought
at the fact. I'm just saying, like,
It
I
is.
understand.
It
that.
isn't. It isn't good.
What was the one? So obviously we know about the challenge. What was the other one? Columbia, right? That was the
Columbia,
one, yeah, that's the one during reentry. Wow, that's a long time ago. And that's like 23. It was right before my daughter was born. She's gonna be 23 years old.
Challenger, man. I was
Well,
like a little kid in school.
I was in 5th grade. We were watching that
Yeah, we
because
watched it on live on TV.
my teacher was freaking one of like the last like 50 finalists or whatever to be on that. I guess Kristen McAuliffe was like they had like a contest, and my teacher was actually like a finalist. She was like in the top like last 50 to maybe be on it. So she had like a vested interest. So as we were all watching it, because she was like a part of like the like to be a part of that. And that lady I was a kid. I was like 10, 11 years old. What happened in 85? I was like, yeah,
85, yeah.
86, 86.
I was trying to get into RMC in 85. That's
Frankie's Dr. Evil. Look at this. He looks like Dr. Evil.
It was bad. Yeah, you do look like that. Anyway, that's a really cool job. And how you have that LED. I like the fact that you add these little elements to your work, like the LED lights, to just make that the more like realistic aspect of it, where you're taking it away from just being like just some standalone, thing that's sitting on your shelf, to where you're actually.
That's why I was like, can you come over and help me with lights?
I really had a blast making the surface of the moon. I was looking at lots of photos. I'm using my airbrush, using all these different grays and blacks, and trying to get something that would somewhat replicate it, right? And you can see where the lunar dust, where the shuttle would have kind of skid in. It's like the lunar soil would be like kind of turned over, so it's darker underneath.
Yeah.
So I really try to sell a little bit of a story, but
yeah,
I
really
think I've seen almost all of these in person. Well, not the guns. I saw the Han Solo one. I'm pretty sure you brought that to club one time.
Is the Discovery on the Intrepid? Really? If you go in the really? That's really cool.
Scott actually was like right at the beginning of Model Makers Union. He got me on TV even. And so that was pretty interesting. The whole
you were on television like twice. Did you get on TV, or did they edit it and cut it out?
No, this one was actually on TV.
Get out of here. They actually showed that?
It aired. Yeah, they fucking set up their cameras and shit right in my hobby room, man. It was interesting.
What, like, you just start like they not
and I ran home at lunchtime to do it. I scheduled
guys like Tom Coughlin, Gary Edmondson up in Canada, Harvey Lowe, Chris Johnson, and they're going to Rob Adams to put him on television.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. When I saw Rob's stuff, I was like, this stuff is great, and he's winning competitions. And I was like, dude, have you ever been on the news? He's like, no. So I sent some emails, and they were interested. They came and they interviewed me as well. And
wow, Rob entered competitions. He's winning like field day in the 4th grade right there. Like that's like his little ribbon. I'm sorry, Rob. I'm only
participation awards.
I gotta knock you down a couple of notches, man. That wouldn't be fun if I didn't.
But no, and he was a very pivotal, it was a pivotal
no, you told me about that,
for the
Rob.
group and all of that, right? And getting the club going, which we still got to figure that out again.
What, Model Makers Union?
Yeah, that's what we call our club in town too.
Well, I told you, man. It's kind of global, kind of, sort of, because you got those nut jobs, Ben Pluth and Johnny Lippincott doing it over in. I don't know if you really want those two representing your.
They're fine. They're fine.
You sure?
Yeah, they're fine.
Wow, it's like Wayne's World over there in that part of Ohio. They have no idea what's going on, man.
Yeah, they'd rather be in Delaware.
Yeah, my God. All right,
we're in Delaware.
All right, Frank, you go to the next picture. That was pretty cool.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that.
I got you. I got that.
Be sure to tip your waitress at the end of the night, please.
Yes.
What do we got here? Scott?
Okay, the classic shuttlecraft from Star Trek, the original series, Galileo. Yeah, and so the base is all scratched. It's actually made out of baseboard. If you look at it closely, that's just
okay.
I had kicking around the garage. And again, I used I think it was drywall mud. I just had I've got a family background in drywall. My old man used to own a company, and so I'm pretty.
No cracking. There's not cracking on you at all.
You got to do it in layers.
I haven't had any issues. The rocks in here, like I made out of plaster, so those are all made from scratch as well. And the kit is just the old AMT shuttlecraft. And what's really neat about this one is if you look at this picture here, well, hard to capture all the lights blinking and everything, but
cool.
The control board in the cockpit actually has I think 3 LEDs, different colors that blink. And
what
you'll
kit
see
is this? What kit is this?
It's like an old AMT one.
Another AMT. Okay, just making sure because some people like to know, like if they want to pick it up. That's really cool. And so the LEDs are workable inside.
Yes, yeah, inside the cockpit, like on the actual instrument control panel. Yeah, there's like a shot of, you can kind of see it there, right? I got her a little bit kind of dusty and dirty. I wanted to sort of convey, a dusty planet. And it was really, it's kind of a funny story when I was building this because I wasn't really great at these circuits at that time. And as I was dremeling and running wire through the different parts of the kit, I thought I had it all figured out. And when I touched the battery to the wires, I ended up exploding a couple of LEDs.
Oh wow!
I've never done before. They popped.
Oh wow! Okay.
No resistors. No resistors.
No resistors. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing at that time. So I had to search online and get another kit because I was in a hurry to build this. Because if you go to there'll probably be a picture here of there we go. There's the autograph. I met Gene Winfield, who who worked on Star Trek, the original series for building the shuttlecraft.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
And so he just, in a strange turn of events, owned an ice cream shop here in town, and I knew I talked to the owner, and they said Gene will be coming back in a few months.
Dude, I gotta say a joke here. Put me full screen a minute, Frank. When I saw that and was looking through your pictures, I'm like, why did Scott get Dave Winfield to sign the back of his thing? Dave Winfield, the baseball player. I'm like, what is Dave Winfield signing it? I thought maybe you saw Dave Winfield that just somewhere, and all you had was that kit. And you're like, can you sign the bottom of this model? I didn't realize who it was.
No, that is Gene Winfield.
I don't know. It looked like Dave Winfield. I thought Dave Winfield signed the back of your thing. It looks like a D.
That's definitely a G.
A G. I mean, I understand that.
Do you know how to read cursive or what?
That's a G in script or whatever, a cursive. But yes, I thought
capital letter G in cursive.
I was like, maybe you saw Dave Winfield somewhere, and all you had was that. Look at Dean's camera. Even autograph. Yeah, by Dave Winfield.
It was so cool to meet him. He loved the fact that I showed up with this because he built the shuttlecraft from the Star Trek the original series.
That's so cool.
I talked to him for so long. He was telling me stories about working on Star Trek, and it was just, I've got all these pictures of it, and it was just, he's passed away now, of course. I mean, geez, he was 90. What was he?
That is really cool, though. That's definitely cool.
But it was just an amazing experience.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Think about it.
He also did a number of vehicles for Blade Runner.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's great. Yeah.
I've got a spinner, one of the police cars I'd like to build one of these days. Okay. So here we have Star Trek the NX or the Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise. This is the NX-1, of course. And what's distinct about this one is I made the variant of the mirror universe. So this would be like the parallel universe where they're all bad guys. So all the yellow you see on there isn't on the usual variant, right? The Starfleet.
Would you say, Rob?
I just said they're the bad guys. So
they're the bad guys.
Yeah, interesting.
It's like when Spock had the goatee and he was the bad guy, right? Like the whole, that Terran universe, the mirror universe, or whatever. And so I like on the warp nacelles on the Bizarre collectors, the red pearly bits there on the warp engines. Yeah. That was my first time kind of getting into the whole candy color. When you lay down your silver and the translucent red. Pictures never do justice, of course, but it was fun to make those.
Yeah. Now, what's the kit? What's the kit? The base kit?
Polar lights. Yeah.
Polar lights. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any? No.
Was it a good kit or what? Because.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with it. I mean, I wish I would have lit this one up. I do have a Star Trek Voyager model that I'll be building and lighting up in the near future, which is also
saying that Andrew Meese saying about the Deep Space Nine mirror universe.
So yeah. So the yellow then, if that didn't come with the original kit, so you painted all that, like masked it and painted
No, it came, the decals came with, you could do either variant. So you could do the regular Starfleet NX one, or you could do the Terran Empire one.
So did you have like those, because those panel lines are fucking huge. How is that to get the decals down on?
Yeah, I used that, what's that solvent that I was pretty heavy on that to have that sink in. And then I used some panel liner.
Microsol?
Yeah, like Microsol, yes. Microsol, whatever.
There you go. And what's the scale on that? Do you know what the scale is?
Yeah, it's like 1,000.
1,000.
That sound right?
Well, I mean, it's
12,884,000. You know, that's what spaceships usually are.
Scott, I built the Voyager for a friend, Scott.
Yes.
It really lends itself for lights the way it's built.
Right.
The nacelles, the nacelles will move, but there's gap in the nacelle in that, so you can actually put the wiring and still keep it moving. I will tell you though, watch the rear end, like the shuttle docking bay. The fit back there is really rough, so just know that you got work to do back there when you build it. Otherwise, it's a nice kit.
You got to work on the back end.
Yeah,
always got to work on the back end.
Well, that's
work on the back end.
That's his OnlyFans subscription.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking Rob Adams.
All right.
What? Frankie, man, you're slacking. It used to be there was no delay.
The guy over here. Shut up for a minute. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Battleaxe.
Get into some Terminator stuff here. So these are like Pegasus kits, right? And so we have the Hunter Killer Aerial, which you can see I put some lights in there, the two spotlights shining down onto what do we got there? 5 T-800 Terminators.
So cool, man. I can hear the music in the background. You know what, man? Oh my God, Scott, I got your next scratch build. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
You have to do that when Reese is in the car in the original Terminator and he like falls us like he's dreaming because he sees like the backhoe moving around.
Yep, that's
and
right.
Then it goes to him dreaming and it goes to like the freaking tanks rolling over the fucking skulls.
Yep.
And that one tank. Does anybody make a model of that?
Yes, I have it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious? Who makes it? Who makes it?
So there's Hunter Killer Aerial and Hunter Killer Tank, right? So there's the aerial for what I showed there, and then I've got the
who makes the tank?
Same company.
It's all Pegasus. Yeah.
They're all,
Rob, I want you to get me one.
So you want me to get you one?
Yeah.
Which one?
The tank.
The tank? Fuck, that thing's expensive. All right, I'll buy it.
How much is it? How much could it be?
It's well over $100, I think.
Well, Canadian, it's like $7 American.
Yeah, you're right.
Hunter Killer Tank model kit by Pegasus.
No, yeah. So that I saw that. I was like, oh, I was watching Terminator again the other night, and I'm like, that's so
$170 on Amazon. It's 1/32 scale.
Well, I don't think I paid that much, but yeah, it's probably that much.
All right, Rob, you don't have to worry about it. Just text me or send me the link, Frankie, because I might want to pick one up.
Yep.
All right. Somebody's asking what paint are you using for the metallics?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. What paints are you using? I never asked that.
For the most part, I've been using just Tamiya.
Even the metallics, like
I think so.
Wow, really?
No, wait, no, sorry, no. Mission Models Chrome.
Oh my God! I just got a pain in my chest. What? Scott, we were doing so good, man. I can't believe it's coming to this.
Yeah, when it comes to paints, I'm really not too fussy. I sort of just use what I have on hand. Yeah,
Scott's a real modeler. He's not a geek. Like, doesn't have to have all the best shit. He just fucking he just uses what works for him.
Oh right? Man, no, these are cool, man. So you painted the metallics on the T800s with like a Mission Models metallic.
Yeah, and then they got like a wash, like a gum wash.
Now each of these T800s are also from Pegasus.
Why is there no LEDs in all their eyes?
In their eyes,
I'm a little disappointed.
I'm working on that. Yeah. So here's one interesting part about this photo. So the tail lights, the navigation lights in the back, like up on the fins, those are actually fiber optic. So I have an LED. There's an LED in the belly of this thing that you don't see, that's shining into these fiber optics. And I got the fiber optics from like one of those little children toys that you would get at like a concert or a circus, where they shake it and they have
Yeah. Like
goofy, I cut a few of those and rigged it all up in there, and it was so much work, and the effect didn't really super translate through. You can kind of see it in darker light, but I know I bought a lot of like micro LEDs now. That's how I would do it if I were to do it again.
Really cool.
But
stuff,
it was a fun experiment to use
It could
an
just
LED.
be that the light that's hitting the fiber optic isn't strong enough. You know what I mean?
Right. I know. I remember like playing with it and holding it up and getting it just right, and that light would be nice and bright at the end of that fiber optic. But it was really fiddly, and I mean I definitely learned a lot. I'm happy with the other 4 LEDs though.
Scott, do you use,
that underside looks awesome.
I don't know what they're called, but are you using, they're like the piezoelectric LEDs. There's a name for them. They're the LEDs that they don't have a battery, but the power comes from, you put this module in the base and if you put it on, like, so you can get super tiny lights with those things now.
So what? It's like wireless?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with them. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm definitely excited to.
So we have a guy in our club, and he put lights into 40K figures.
Oh, into 40K figures?
Into 40K figures, like he's done like a Cylon eye, right?
Yeah.
On one of them.
Cool.
And it doesn't move, but it's just the red light in there.
Yes.
It works brilliantly. And as soon as you take it
I have
off,
to look
right?
into that.
Yeah, Amazon, pretty good price. Figured I'd ask if you were using those. So
Yeah.
What kind of
thanks for that.
prices are we talking about here?
a few bucks. Like the controller is the most expensive part, but it's not as expensive as buying the Hunter Killer. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Come on, Frank. Oh, look at this. This is so cool. So
Yes.
are these 2 separate kits, the head and the arm?
These are 2 separate kits, and these are not 3D printed. So the arm is resin, and the head is like some kind of a vinyl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so these are kits that they came from like they're like garage kits, eh? Like they were, cast from a mold, and they were really, really rough. That the
You
arm
mean
was,
stolen?
I don't know. But I tell you what, when I was putting that arm together, it was a lot of work in regard to dremeling out all like the knuckle joints, all the pistons, just getting all the flashing out of it, I guess, right?
Right.
It's not only that, but you're painting everything in metallic, so the surface underneath needs to be good, right?
Right. Yeah. It was a fair bit of work. I mean, the head was really fun to make. I love putting those the LEDs in it, of course.
What
And
scale?
they're 1-to-1.
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 Yes.
1-to-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
I've
Deb
seen
without that's like
These
Deb
things are
without,
fucking awesome, man. I love them.
it's like
Yeah.
hold on, there's like Deb without a makeup on. Pissed. I'm looking to my left. She might be running down the stairs.
Go
This
back
is
to
the last
head.
Terminator
That's
shot.
cool.
I thought I'd put it up.
Yeah, that,
Oh, okay.
that's a cool idea. Very neat idea.
Go
And
back
it's
to the head and arm. He
Hold
wasn't done
on,
talking about that yet.
No, Scott. So that base with all the skulls. Now,
Yes.
Does that come with those T800?
Yeah,
figures?
that diorama comes as
Oh, it's a diorama.
Yeah, that's right. And then you can, as you put those Terminators together, you can of course change the arm position however you want. You can have them
Okay.
standing, walking. That's why I have them in a variety of positions.
And I like that you have that the hunter flank, whatever top above it. That's really cool.
Yeah, a little forced perspective shot.
What would be really cool is if you had the spotlight going down, like really hitting the ground. I
Yeah,
don't
you
wanna
need
put
a
any
pretty powerful
pressure on
light
you.
for that, though, and darkness.
I don't want to have any pressure on you, you know?
There you go. You can see the spotlight coming down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Really cool. Really, really cool.
Good job, Frankie. Thank
And it's
you.
definitely original, man. And it's something that you don't see. Like I'm an armor guy. I mean, how hard is it to fucking put together a plastic tank and put dirt on it, for God's sake? You know, that's really cool stuff, man. I mean,
your work, it
seriously,
ain't
I
that
mean,
hard.
I gotta kind of like, that's not it, Frank. Isn't there more?
No, there's more.
Right. I was gonna say, well,
Just having a chance to talk. We're having a little interlude here.
we're having a little powwow right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's definitely original. It's definitely something like that's what these live casts are about, is seeing like original type work like that, things that are different, like something cool. Like I thought that I love Terminator, so seeing Terminator stuff like that, this is like awesome. So
Yeah, and it's 1-to-1 scale. Like, again,
yeah,
so none of that's pinned. Like, you don't pin nothing. ever?
No.
That's fucking wild, man. Like, because I don't know, like super glue would not just hold that.
I'm always a fan of like using any of the like silicone type style glues, like like shoe glue, like that kind of stuff, like because then there's a little bit of flex to it, right? It doesn't just like shatter like super
It's
glue.
got sheer strength to it a little bit.
Right.
Like
So
it's rubbery.
shoe glue actually holds that shit together.
I've had a lot of luck with a variety of different glues, and I've definitely used shoe glue for a lot of my stuff.
I would just default to epoxy, 5-minute epoxy, call it a day. But again, I don't think 5-minute epoxy has the best shear strength either.
No, it doesn't. 5-minute
epoxy. That's why you gotta pin it,
Yeah.
right? So
right.
Listen, Rob, you're right. I don't like saying it, but it's okay.
Well,
so what do we got here? We got a Zaku over here.
Yes, correct. And
is that a real? That's a high grade, right?
That's a high grade, and it was actually no, it wasn't a high grade. It's the same scale as a high grade, but it was one of those like
it's a real grade then.
Like no grade. No, it's
yeah.
Oh, it's one of the 15-minute guys.
Yeah, it was one of the simpler ones. So this was like my first one.
Yeah,
that I put
together. What do they call them, Rob? What is it called? The ones up below the.
Well, no, he was right. It's called a no grade.
A no grade. That's what they call it. No grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I built all the grades, and this was just my first one that happens to be a no grade. But what I like about
I didn't know there was no grade. Oh, okay.
I put an LED in the mono eye as well as like a blaster wound in his chest, and I did the effect with I ran those LEDs into a tea light candle, so they kind of flicker like they're like it's taken damage, like it's kind of exploded out.
Yeah, see, I mean, taking a kit that basically you'd get out of a cereal box and making it look like this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, I like your painting style. It's very aged.
It's weathered, but it's not like
right. It's aged. It looks aged to me, like it's aged.
Yeah,
you know,
it's got a patina to it.
Yeah, it's aged. I don't know, patina.
I don't know who this Tina is, but it works.
The funky comb patina.
Patina is when age changes the color.
I know what patina is. You're patinaed from all the hashish, whatever you're smoking or whatever. Hashish.
Nah.
So like up close picture of rocks, a lot of dry brushing on this sucker, right?
Yeah, you can see the little dead guy there.
That's
Where's your little dead guy? Oh yeah, I do. Poor bastard! Would you step on him? I was wondering. I'm like, what did he send the picture? I didn't see that. I see a rock, and now I thought maybe that was a piece of moss. It's a poor bastard. You crushed him.
Right. So this diorama was fun because I used a lot of different types of media, right? So I had these rocks that I cast and painted. There's a creek behind him that I used acrylic resin. Okay. And some of the moss effects and stuff.
I'm surprised nobody's made a short joke about the little guy on the rock. You know what? Misi missed his opportunity. Now it's not going to count because I said it first.
I like that. You got the nice swirls around the rock there.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah.
The texture to the water looks.
Like the water came up and going back down.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's the thing. You're putting thought into all the little details.
Yeah, that was just like that clear, like Elmer's glue with water to try to get those effects. Hey, like the ripples and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like. Well, it's like exactly. And listen, it's the little details that add to these things, right? It's the stuff that where you look at something and maybe look 10 times and you see something different every time you look at it. That's what you know you're doing it right.
Right.
What are we looking at here?
So this is the switch to turn it on, and I took one of the rocks that I cast and I dremeled out a cavity. So when I flip the switch, then I can just set that rock back down over top of it to hide the switch.
Nice.
Really cool. Look at that. This is hiding it up. Dude, you're really into the LEDs,
did you grease
man.
Did you grease the little guy though? It's like he's squished. Is that like
the little dead dude?
Yeah. Is he flattened or what?
Yeah. I don't know where I got that little guy from.
It looks like Gumby. Maybe it goes with the horse.
Yeah.
Poor bastard. He's holding a lantern. He got stepped on.
Little blood stain on the foot there would have been just good, eh?
You could call it end of a podcaster.
Kind of looks like the guy in Ping Pong 1970. What was it, 76 or 77? When he gets stepped on and all you do is sees the guy's hat.
Yeah.
After he gets stepped on, like he got crushed into the ground.
Maybe he fell out of the Zaku. Maybe that's the Zaku pilot.
Maybe.
He's like, ah. Poor
Fuck
bastard.
this shit. I'm out.
Nah, really cool, man. And look at this one. This is another original thing with all the buildings and
Yeah, so this is a high grade Zaku. Yeah, so this is just your standard Bandai high grade Zaku. And then there was 2 buildings that I bought. I bought those online somewhere. They came like flat. They're just basically the panels that you put together. And then I really wanted to create rubble and debris on every single floor, and I used a variety of materials to achieve that. So a lot of the what looks like steel girders is actually the it's kind of like the sprue, the supports from like 3D prints from
wow.
an old 3D printer. I'm not sure. There was a
That's
guy in the
so
club
cool.
that had like a bag of them, and I was like, hey, can I score some of those? And so those were helpful in kind of making like the steel girders, and then just using lots of different types of like little gravel and dirt and stuff.
That's such a great idea about the 3D printed trees.
How did you paint it?
Girders.
Floor by floor?
Yeah,
Like
with an airbrush. Yeah, that's right.
Paint it?
And that's a high grade. That's only a high grade. That's not like that. Looks like it's 10 times. I mean, what? I need something for scale. Like, is you
Yeah,
got further
there'll be a
back where your
picture of
hand
it
is?
kind of zoomed out, but the road I used, it was I forget what company it was. It's kind of like that paste for the asphalt, and
Yeah.
then I threw down a stencil to make the lines in the road. But yeah, that like you said, that's
Pretty
just
cool,
standard
man.
high grade.
Yeah, I hate to be that guy standing in the top floor when he's ready to shoot that gun, man. He's pointing right at that building.
Yeah, backblast is gonna take that
You
floor
know.
out for sure.
What happened to Joey? Yeah, he got fucked up.
Yeah, and I made his. If you look at his feet, I did like a mud effect on his feet because I was just thinking about like when I was deployed in Afghanistan, and if we were driving our tank through this place called the Arghandab River, we'd be all muddy, and then we'd find ourselves in more of a village urban setting, and so sometimes you can be really muddy in a place where you shouldn't really have mud, but that's how the real world is though, right? So although he's got the mud on his feet, it's who's to say he wasn't just in a more swampy area just prior to being in this city.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty damn cool, man. And you like the Zakus too. You like one from one Zaku to the next. I
Yeah,
love them. They're my favorite
I've got a
Gundams too.
Zaku in every grade. I've got a perfect grade Zaku. I haven't painted it or anything though.
Yeah, I love the Zakus because it's just I think they're the most interesting. They have that
That was my
look
draw.
to
Yeah,
them. They have that look to them, you know.
absolutely. I thought they're just fantastic. That's what
Their
draw me to
stupid,
Gunpla.
their stupid wastes suck though. All those fucking little what do you call it?
Because it
They're
reminds me of like a knight.
basically
It's
like beads, right?
right, but
That
it
you
looks
gotta
like a
put on.
right, but it looks like a knight to me, like a futuristic, like
Yeah.
knight.
Yeah, totally.
I know that's why I like it. Yeah, look at even Misi approves, and Misi hates everything. If he likes this, forget about it. You're doing something.
Thank you.
Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
thank you for the kind words.
Misi gets it, Scott. Misi's he's New Zealand Army, and he actually served in over there also. So he's basically agreeing with your complete 100% point of reference. So
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
He's sitting. What is it? Oh, it's Saturday there, so he's not watching like the DEF CON computer to know if like the Australians are attacking.
he's like a
That's
Chicago.
great. I've been to New Zealand. I love that place. I would go back in our.
Whoa! Let's take it easy with the accolades for New Zealand. We don't do that over here. You want to talk well about New Zealand? You go do that on somebody else's show.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
here.
Oh,
I'm only
Christ.
kidding. We love those guys. Yeah, they're good. All right. Anyway, so this is of course the Psycho House, man. This is
the
awesome.
Yeah.
So flipping cool, man. This is great. Now, tell me about this. You got to talk about the kit, and I want to know what you did.
Yeah. I'm trying to recall the name of the company that made it. Because it wasn't like a licensed, Psycho House. They called it like the House on the Hill or something to that effect, right? But it was a really fun build, and I love how there's a little Norman Bates dressed as his mother in the top left window. There'll be some other shots that you'll be able to see that. But when I first built it, it wasn't looking right to me, and I realized the windows were too open. So I took tissue paper and
Yeah,
I
look at that.
kind of like kneaded it up and put them in the windows to be the curtains. And I think that detail really helped, sell the effect. Without those open windows where you can just see in, and just see the empty space just didn't look right.
I was gonna say there's no interior detail then. Like you don't have a room where fucking what's his name's mother was in there just sitting in a chair, right?
That's right. Yeah, there was a little platform for Norman Bates to sit on in the window there when we see that other the other picture of it. But yeah, I mean, doing like the little gravel paths and everything, I took a little bit of that's just sort of my interpretation of things. I looked at reference photos, and I guess there's a lot of debate on what the color of the roof is. And
Okay.
depending on who you talk to, it's gray or it's red.
Isn't it still there on the back lot of University?
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, that's right. I did see that, but it's
But
like,
isn't the Psycho House still on the back lot?
Yeah,
They-
it
yeah,
was there when I was there.
thought I finally saw it years later after I already made it.
They actually made it I think 1/3 scale or something,
Yeah,
so
it's-
that Norman Bates looked
That's
really
right.
big in the shot, in front of the house, right?
And of course, there was an easy spot to light it up inside, so I experimented with a few different colors, and I chose kind of like a warm orange.
So you painted this entire house, like you painted the
Yeah, there's no bare
writing?
plastic anywhere. There's zero bare
Wow.
plastic.
You did a slam and jog because it looks real.
Thank you.
It's like
The
movie grade.
it's the weathering, right? I mean, I think I used a combination of like charcoal or no those like pastel charcoal pastel. What do they call it? You crumble up to a powder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
apply that with a
Yeah.
brush.
Yeah.
And then hit it with some matte clear.
The old school way of doing
I mean,
pigment.
the house looks like it needs to be power washed.
It
Yeah,
does.
exactly, right?
It looks really good. Now, this is the thing, man. You got to build like the Addams Family house. There's a lot of houses you
Yeah,
need to do.
yeah.
You got to build the house from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, man.
The Nightmare on Elm Street house. You got to
So much work.
build. What do you mean so much work? This is your calling.
It
Let's
it
think
was
about
fun. It was a really I really, with all my builds, every step of the way is enjoyable. Like it's really not just I got to get to that next phase, to the fun part of weathering. I
Yeah,
really take my time and really kind of practice mindfulness. It's a real meditative thing for me. I think some people get really wrapped around the axle and stressed out when they build.
So, like, how long did this thing take you? Let's just not like when you started it.
Yeah.
How many months between, but how much time do you think you actually spent building it?
Yeah, I've thought about sitting down with like a stopwatch to try to figure that out, but I really am very purposeful with not really, paying attention to time.
That doesn't matter to you.
No, it's zero. The only time that mattered was when I needed to get that shuttlecraft done, so Gene Winfield could sign it. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I mean, well, you know how it is. We have our kits, we put them on the shelf, they sit there for months. You come back to it, you do another hour, and it's like, how many hours did you put into it? Like,
Right.
I honestly don't think I could tell you.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter as long as you're having fun doing it. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's true.
I know it's such a cliche thing, but there's so much truth to it, right?
Sure,
I mean,
I
what
mean,
else-
Which project has been the most addictive for you, where you're like, I can't wait to get back home, start working on this thing again?
Oh man, lots of them. Probably that Zaku.
Lots of them. That's the right answer.
Yeah,
But the Zaku, I mean, listen, those are awesome.
the buildings were really when the effects started to happen, and I'm like, this is gonna work, because like I'm not really watching tutorials and paying attention to lessons. It's the experimentation of materials and processes is the fun, right? I mean,
I think you should do that perfect grade Zaku and do something similar with like big buildings in perfect grade. Holy
yeah, I
shit,
have an
would they
idea
be
of
big.
when
That would be fucking awesome. Holy shit.
I kind of am thinking about him stepping out of a body of water. So there'll be like one leg submerged in the resin, the other leg stepping out onto the bank to step out.
The water dripping off his
And
foot.
dripping water.
I get credit for that because I said it first. Rob followed up afterwards.
Sure,
It wasn't an original idea for him. I get full credit for that. Hold on a minute. Well, I got to look at this guy. Hold on. Yeah, let's look at that, man. Look at that cabinet of yours. Let's
Well,
pick that apart.
this is the last picture. That's why it's up.
All right, we got a little time. That's okay. Let's look at this last picture and see what we see in here. So we got
it's a 1-to-1 Zaku head. No, it's not one.
no, that's
Nope.
a Halo. Is that Halo?
Nope. Try again. What helmet
Oh.
is that? There's those 3 key cards in front of it. There's a clue. 1993.
Oh my god, what? I don't know.
Doom guy.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, Doom. Holy shit. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's got LEDs in there too, so when I put it on, it like will cast green light on my face.
Is that Man at Arms next to the right? Or is that Man?
No, that's Doom. That's Doom guy.
That's Doom too?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm looking. Oh, look at the PlayStation on the bottom. You did that. You got hold
So
on a minute. The gun, I know
model. You didn't use mission models for the head and the arm, did you?
No, that was some rattle can. Yeah.
That
I didn't
flintlock gun.
airbrush those.
Is that like Pirates of the Caribbean? What is that?
That's just some generic pirate.
Oh, okay.
Flintlock. Yeah, that's just for fun.
Look at this guy. You got the
Scott, somebody's asking. Do you remember
where's the crossbones I gave you, you bastard?
Oh, it's with all my other gunpla. Yeah, it's a separate.
That's
thing.
Cool. Who's asking
what scale is the house?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think that's was it OH scale maybe? Because it was a kit that was it was with all like the train stuff, right? I'm not too familiar with
HO scale
or HO, yeah.
I was gonna say, what's OH scale? Is that something different? I never heard of.
No,
it shows you how much I know about the train stuff.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have the exact skill for that or scale. Yeah.
Frankie, it's train scale. Okay.
Misi said something really disparaging to me. I'm very upset with him. I saw it come through, and I didn't. Yeah, that's the one.
Anybody can fold
thanks,
a line.
Andrew. You know, listen, man. You gotta pick your friends a little better. I think. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. I gotta pick my friends a little better. I gotta sit back and really sit and reflect on the relationships I've made and if it's worth it or not. That's it.
So that's the cabinet that we see in your background right now?
That's right, yes.
Hey, where'd you get that cabinet at? Like, which is that a IKEA?
You probably made it.
That's just an IKEA. Yeah, I got a couple of cabinets where I keep all my stuff in. I gotta try to keep it condensed or my wife will lose her mind.
No, that's awesome. Hey, listen, you tell your wife to worry about other things.
Yeah, my wife supports me until it leaves the hobby room, and then she's like, "No."
We don't want to get chauvinistic here again. You know, Kat was on last week. We had to be careful. We had, our friend Kathleen was on the show on the bench. So our HR department issued a memo for us not to be chauvinistic pigs on that show. So we kind of held it back a little bit. But now that there's not here, we can become pigs again for a little while. Scott, get your wife. Put her on. We want to have a talk with her. Tell her in the house.
No, I don't think we're going to do that.
I'm only kidding. This last thing we need is seeing Scott find out later on that
I'll be like,
Scott got beat. He sends a picture. He's got a black eye. It's your fault. Well, listen, this is actually going to be a shorter show, I think, unless we have anything, because that's all the pictures we have. Is anybody else in the chat got things that you want to talk about? Frankie, look at Frankie's going out of focus. Frank, you all right, man? Why are you going out?
Adams is exhaling towards me.
Oh my God.
Frankie. I don't know, man. Oh, there you go. Frankie's going back into focus. Scott, you do great work, man. Seriously, this is really, I'm glad you came on tonight.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very rarely does Rob have any good suggestions. This is one of them. Most of his ideas.
Little do everybody know that I'm usually the suggestion guy.
Yeah, Robbie Knopfs was one guy he had on, and we like Robbie. Robbie's a good guy, and Robbie's a great modeler, and that was a given because he's pretty well known in the hobby. But yourself, Scott, listen, you do. We had a lot of people. We broke 40 people at one time tonight. You do some really cool stuff. And you're really talented with some of the things you have, and your imagination is really interesting. It's sort of like Johnny Lippincott that was on last week. Johnny's got the same sort of, how can I say it, Frank? What am I trying to say? Yeah, like imagination with stuff and
eclectic taste in diversity and what he likes to do.
Right.
And you're doing things that you obviously enjoy, and that's the nostalgia that you have that you want to keep going, right?
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, absolutely.
And someone, I'm probably a little older than you are. I love 80s nostalgia, especially Star Trek, Star Wars. Star Trek, my dad was a big Trekkie, but I wasn't as big of a Star Trek guy. But there's a lot of nostalgia with a lot of those 80s movies and 70s movies and things like that. That Terminator being one of them. You're doing the Psycho House is another. But there's so many things you can do out there, right? Battlestar Galactica that we talked about, right? Think of all the Star Trek shit you can build that's out there.
Someone's asking the new black hole kits that are coming out.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Disney movie.
Yeah, Avalon's got him. I was there when he was unboxing them all. And I was like, I can't remember what that fucking little robot guy.
And you know what?
Yeah.
True hardcore people, true fans of old
Black
school,
Hole was a terrible movie.
terrible movie, but you don't remember. Those who don't remember Black Hole, it was a Disney movie. And as a kid, there was so much merchandise about that movie, man. Board games, fucking lunch boxes.
Figure,
I mean, toys.
intercept. Yeah.
Right. There was so much black hole shit. And, the movie was terrible. That's when Disney didn't give a fuck. They were just making like Bambi and like, let's make this black hole.
I don't actually think I ever watched the movie, but I certainly remember the robots and stuff from like,
Yeah,
I don't know if they were on McDonald's. They were on McDonald's cups and shit. Remember when you used to get all the cups with the Muppets and shit?
Hold on. RMZ's got something here. He's asking, hear that, Scott? I'd love to hear about the challenges you face as a model and how you've kept growing and improving since then. This is like the fucking Tonight Show, man. We got these great interviews going on, man. We got to get you guys to send the questions more often. I got Rob Adams here. I don't even know where he is half the time. I got to get you guys on, or you got to come on and be a questionnaire over here. Yeah. So what's the answer to that question? Did you want to read it again?
No, I think one of the probably the biggest challenges I think we're all familiar with is when you see other people's work that's just like absolutely amazing and you look at it and you're like, okay, I give up, never mind, new hobby, right? That's when I always remind myself about why we do it, and the process is enjoyable, the process is fun, full stop, right? How long is it going to take? What will it look like? What will other people think about it? Like, none of that stuff matters other than the fact of am I having fun? Am I enjoying it? And I think with that mentality, life gets a lot better, probably in all different avenues, right? As a mental health therapist, when I'm working with folks struggling and we're talking about hobbies and stuff like this is the point I always like to just really drive home is, it's easy to say, do it for you, right? But really sit back and ask yourself the question, is every step of the way fun and enjoyable? So I think that's probably been the biggest challenge for me is, seeing other people's work and just getting hung up on my stuff doesn't look as good.
You got to get inspired. That's how you do it.
You got to get inspired. Exactly. Right. Time is always the challenge too, right? I mean, we all have busy lives, we work, we have kids and different stuff. Carving out the time and giving yourself permission to say, it's okay if I just clock 5 minutes here at the bench and that's it. Yeah. You're still winning. You're still doing it. Right.
How's Operation Vet Build going?
The Operation Vet Build's terrific. Yeah, that's the group that I belong to. I love it. I am building an Avro Aero, the old Hobbycraft one, and I'm making it as a what if build. So it's going to be if that program had never been canceled.
Oh, you're destroying that kit. No, I'm just kidding. Be
CF-18 colors, and it will be armed with MB-1 Genie missiles, those air-to-air nuclear.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So,
Vincent was the
question.
robot.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, Vincent was the robot, right? In Black Hole, is that right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when he pulled that thing out of the big box, when Al's unboxing shit, I was like, "Fuck, I want that thing." And I go, "How much is it?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's like $50." He's like, "It's a shy away from when it was first released for like $5."
Yeah, man. But I do remember all that stuff back then. And listen, it's great. It's great keeping that nostalgia going, man. It really is. You got to hold on to it. If you don't, you lose it. And I like that your hobby's geared towards that nostalgia, right? What you got is, are you a G.I. Joe guy?
Yeah.
G.I. Joe?
Sure. Yeah, I grew up with G.I. Joe.
Think of all like the
and Transformers.
Yeah.
I always wanted them to release like a lot of those G.I. Joe. I know they were like, toys, they have the tank and the whatever, the hover, this, that, and the other, hovercraft. I always wanted to make them in kit form to make them. I always wished that maybe someone picked Hasbro was something they sold the rights to make like, kits like Star Wars or like Star Trek and have G.I. Joe vehicles, right, Frankie?
That would actually have been pretty cool.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
It was Big Jim, the Big Jim camper, the Big Jim laser vet, Dr. Steel with the big dragon tattoo. I would love to have that stuff indoors.
Frankie, you could be a G.I. Joe villain.
I am a villain.
Look at you, man. You got the tattoo on your chest. Look, take your shirt off. Let's see if you could do it.
No, Mr. Bond, I want you to die.
Look at him. He looks like a Bond. You are a Bond villain. Definitely, man.
That's good.
Hey, do you watch the show or movies while you're working for ideas or inspiration?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Those Blade Runner guns, I had those movies on in the background while I was building those. Yeah, the Star Trek stuff is definitely on, and it's great when you're watching and you get a scene where you can hit pause as a reference. I mean, sure, I can sit there and Google image something, but it's something more fun and organic when you see it in real time, when you're enjoying the other part of that, genre or hobby as you're working on another.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
This was a good show. Adriano went to bed. It's 11 minutes after 9. So this was a good show for him.
That's what happens when you're 70 years old.
Too much fucking show for that.
What happens when you put your small little parts in a bowl and put a ruler on the outside of the bowl to measure the little bolt that's in the bowl? Dude, I watched that show from like I don't really rewatch the live cast because we did it. I just had to watch it because I know I was dying laughing. And I watched that. You got to go back and watch it, Scott, our last episode. And I watched
it's pretty funny
part, Frank, where Steve was talking about his stuff and he's got the fucking big bowl with the little bolt in the middle with the ruler like 10 feet away from the bolt on the outside of the bowl to measure the bolt. I never laughed so hard watching it. I was laughing during it and I was choking. I couldn't breathe. I was watching it. My wife said, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "You got to come here." Debbie came downstairs and she's watching it. She's like, "What is wrong with your friend?" I was like, "I have no idea, Deb. He's a weird frigging guy." Weird guy, man. Fucking this hobby has a lot of weird people in it, man. What's up, TJ? Where can I find the Blade Runner movie? I never what?
Yeah, I know.
What? TJ,
right
you
there.
never watched the whole freaking I'm trying not to curse tonight. I'm trying really, really hard to keep the F-bombs to a minimum. And you're telling me you've never watched the Blade Runner? The hell's wrong with you, man?
I don't know who's streaming it right now. I mean, I remember.
I can tell you right now. I can look on IMDb. It tells you everything.
Movies like that. I do love physical media, so I make sure I have all that stuff on.
Well, I know. I mean, it so goes with. So the problem with Blade Runner is there are different versions of it.
Yeah.
But right now, Blade Runner is not free stream anywhere. You can buy it on Amazon. It's not free stream anywhere right now. But very disappointing, TJ. You were high on my list there for a while, but you're definitely below Andriano right now, which is saying a lot. You don't want to be below Andriano, and you are, TJ. Very disappointed in you. And plus, you're a car guy. So that kind of knocked you down a couple of notches, regardless.
Yeah.
I got it on Blu-ray somewhere.
Final cut.
Yeah, right. But I don't like those, man. I like the original. It's sort of like watching special edition movies, Star Wars and shit.
I don't know. I don't mind that. If there's like missing shit that they've added, like, if you watch the director's cut of Natural Born Killers, it makes way more fucking sense.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Well, I agree. You're right. Well, it depends. When they start like making like 5 versions of it, not know what the hell's going on.
No, yeah, when you can tell like they're just trying to churn money out of it. But when it's like, here's the movie you got, and here's the movie the way the director fucking actually wanted it is much better.
Right.
Usually.
Well, if you watch the ultimate edition of Batman vs Superman, you will realize how great that movie is. You watch the theatrical version of it, you're like, holy shit.
It's terrible. That was confusing and terrible.
Right, because they cut a half an hour of the movie out because the Warner Brothers wanted to have it a certain length. And they made Zack Snyder cut out the whole, Clark Kent investigating Batman storyline was removed from the movie. They put that back in. That movie's 10 times better. I mean, you can't even look at the fucking Justice League that was released when Zack Snyder came off when his daughter had she committed suicide. They brought Joss Whedon in, and he made his own cut. He reshot almost the whole movie, and then you got Zack Snyder coming back and doing the fucking one on HBO Max, the 4-hour one, right, Scott? It's fucking amazing, man. I can watch that I've watched like 10 times. It's 4 hours long.
I like how we're getting all of Batty's little monologue. Tears and Rain happening here. That's beautiful.
Well,
Yep.
that's us. That's Frankie typing right now. So,
Yep.
all right, listen, man, this was a lot of fun, Scott. We really appreciate you coming on. And like I said, Rob Adams is not usually good when it comes to suggesting things. In a lot of ways for this group. A lot of times when we have our meetings, we kind of not pay attention to anything that Rob says because most of the shit he suggests is really bad.
Just
But
fucking jargle.
No, I'm only kidding. Now, this was actually a good time, Scott. We really do appreciate you coming on, and the people watching really love seeing your stuff. And actually, you know what? This was like the most questions we've ever had for a guest, right, Frank?
Pretty good, yeah.
This wasn't bad. I mean, I'm glad that like Misi's obviously asking like engaging questions instead of being a dick.
Fuck him. I'm covering New Zealand on my map again.
Monologue. So he finished the monologue, which is
I'll
good.
go in the
There we
Discord
go.
after this.
Perfect.
Yeah, this was a great time. Scott, how was was not bad, right? It was fun, right?
Yeah, thank you. I had a really great time. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me on to the.
Dude, we're high class, man.
Yeah.
Like Dave Goldfinch would say, our good friends over there on the bench podcast, we're highbrow.
Highbrow.
He says I'm lowbrow because of the movies I like. I can't wait for the horror. We did lie. We lied twice last time because we did say the show would be on Thursday. It was on Friday, so we lied. We told the fib. Second fib was we were supposed to record last Sunday, but we all got in the room and we all realized we were really fucking tired because of the time change, and I was not up to fucking record anything. So we did not record last week, but we are recording this Sunday for the podcast. Something Scott has not listened to. So very, very disappointed in this guy for not listening to the podcast. He does not realize how much insightfulness he's missed out on over the last 3 years.
Insightfulness, yeah. There's lots.
He's got a lot of catching up to do. I want a full report on each episode by April 15th, tax day here in the United States.
Okay,
Sound good?
I'll type it on my typewriter and mail it to you.
Perfect.
I'll get it by after the 15th. No, but we did have a great time, Scott. We really did.
Thank you. Yeah, I did too.
So, guys,
thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We just do a pleasantry. So, yes, so we're recording the horror movie showdown tomorrow night. Me, Dave Goldfinch, and Whitey from the Model Geeks, and Dave on the bench. We're doing that tomorrow night, and we're recording an episode of The Insanity on Sunday, and that's about it, man. One day at a time.
I'm exhausted.
Fucking tired. I might have a video of the Gecko models Matilda one that's going to be released at some point at the end of this month. I'm going to have a full build video up on the channel. If you what you guys are on right now, the Modeling Insanity TV YouTube channel, I'm going to have that build video up hopefully by either tomorrow or Sunday. So keep an eye out. We haven't put a video up like that in a while. So that's going to be done, and that's it. So we're going to have a little sign-offs. Is everybody ready to sign off, Rob?
Yeah.
Just making sure you're still with us, man. Sometimes
Yeah,
I
man.
think you're there, and you ain't there, Rob. And you're like, what? It's like, well, we're talking.
I'm good.
All right, making sure. All right, guys. So we'll do a sign. So Scott, thank you for being here. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a really good time.
Yeah, guys. Thanks everybody in the chat. But thanks here, Mr. Frankie Donati.
Thanks for spending some time with us, guys. Girl,
Rob Adams here.
Have a good evening, everyone.
All right. Again, thanks again, Scott, for being on, bud. All right, guys.
Don't leave just yet.
Yeah, stay in. We're gonna hang out for 2 more minutes when we're done. And I will be in the Discord build room after this. I gotta give Misi a hard time. You better be in there when I get out.
Yeah,
all right?
fuck that guy.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, we should say, because this is the live cast, not the podcast. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. And we will have a show next week. We should have a show next week. So I don't know what day it's going to be, either Thursday or Friday. But we will have a show next week on the YouTube channel. So we will see you and catch you on the flip side.
Scott, don't you